Hey, Gene here. So what you were looking at here is a 30-day snapshot of my Google AdWords account. Now, this is an MCC account, and I'm not a Rockstar Grand Slam super affiliate or anything, but in the last 30 days, I probably put in about looks like $16,600 in spend. And then if you come over here, you can see, I've made about 21 grand. So, not a bad month for a guy who's just throwing up some campaigns and running a little side hustle here. And what I think the big takeaway, like what I want to talk about here in this video is, what we're going to be talking about in the next few modules is how to like set up a call only campaign. It's the most basic campaign, but it's also an easy campaign to screw up. The real big takeaway with this course is that we want you to spend your time not stumbling over the things that those who have come before you have already stumbled over. That's the beauty of accumulated knowledge. The beauty of accumulated knowledge is to take what somebody else has already done and then improve upon it. And I'll be the first to tell you that you'll probably see a higher conversion rate and a higher success rate in pay-per-call, but it's not infallible. It's like you're going to launch campaigns and they're going to fail. Here's an example of like a credit repair campaign that I started the other day. And I was just bombing on this guy. And, the only reason why I stopped the search side of things is because I just wanted to direct all my budget into like a campaign that was working better. But you can see, like, I already started getting conversions on this guy, and the conversion rate's pretty high. The cost per converted click is pretty high. This is a traditional search campaign with a lander, and then this is a call only. And you can see right off the bat that the search campaign is getting a higher click-through rate. It's getting cheaper cost per click. However, the traffic is going to this landing page. It's going to a landing page. So you can quickly see like, oh, if I can master this whole mobile search landing page thing, I'm going to be better off in the long run. But that's not to say that you cannot get started with a call-only campaign and figure out, whether or not this vertical is worth your time, or if you think you can like slap together something real quick and get some conversions and get a feel for whether or not it's worth moving on to like a search campaign with a landing page. That's kind of up to you depending on the strategy you want to run. But what I really wanted to share with you is like even though this is a failed campaign, and the campaign that I actually teach is mental health in the preceding modules, I focused in on eating disorders, because mental health at the time of the when I was creating the content was a private offer, and so I was running that. I didn't have any luck with it either, unfortunately. Again, there's no filter with me. I'm not going to lie and tell you that every single campaign that I launch is going to be a grand slam, because that's just not the case. If that were the case, everybody would be doing pay-per-call. But the big takeaway is like the more you work in a specific vertical, the better and easier it becomes, and the more profitable you'll become. And that's why I kind of tend to ping on mastering a traffic source and mastering a vertical before jumping around. I know a few guys that do pretty well jumping around, but they do have some verticals that they're just like really familiar with. In this case, credit repair for me was just kind of an experiment. We got some new offers. It was hot on the network, and I thought I'd throw together a campaign, just test it out. And the big takeaway too with these call-only campaigns too and search campaigns is, sometimes the traffic starts off kind of slow, but then it starts to pick up. And I have an eating disorder campaign over here that is starting to pick up on volume right now. Just started this thing. Just started spending money on this. This is a private offer on the network, and as of right now, the volume is just starting to pick up. I mean, this thing was, you can see I kind of like experimented earlier in May and then turned everything off and then came back in and started cleaning things up. And it took a while. I mean, each one of these little ticks is a day. And most guys will get super sick and tired of waiting for traffic to turn on. But you can see it's like, just give Google some time and things will start to turn on. You just kind of have to get patient. Part of this game is just like launching campaigns, setting kind of low budgets, and then moving on to the next campaign and just get things going until one of these seed campaigns that you launched a week ago starts to kind of kick in on the traffic, and then you can start optimizing. So, what I want to do is I want to share with you, how I set things up, keyword research. I use free and paid spy tools, and I use, like SpyFu. I have some custom tools that I use for data analysis that I'm going to share with you guys. I'll get into the website details of setting up a campaign, because there's a lot of things that we need to do, like from the website side, and I'll share that with you. Of course, we'll get into copywriting and crafting Google AdWords, copy is a lot different than, say, like what you would do with Nutra and so forth. So it's a lot easy. It's actually a lot easier. In fact, it's sometimes a lot easier than most people want. And what ends up happening is they end up thinking too much about the ads, and they end up shooting themselves in the foot. So I'll talk to you about that. We're just going to go through the whole thing of setting up a call only campaign. And again, it's like, this is like the last 30 days, and this is the strategy I run. You can see it's like, eating disorders is starting to kick in. This is a successful campaign that I'm running over here. Obviously my rehab stuff seems to be working pretty well. Then there's a bunch of failed stuff. This is just kind of like an affiliate marketer's AdWords account, so just trucking along. And if this is something that sounds interesting to you, you want to kind of get into the details of like how to flesh out a good call only campaign, and then focus on just kind of perfecting that system to suit your needs, then this is definitely for you. I go over a lot of conceptual things, the thought processes of your traffic, why people would pick up the phone and call, good strategies for kind of getting dialed in on the type of intent and the congruency of your traffic. There's a lot of opportunity here. Plus, not to mention, aside from like me hooking you up with some free tools that I use for Excel that a lot of guys don't have. See, I do a lot of data analysis with like some of the network data that helps me improve my campaigns. And so I had tools especially built for that, and I will share those with you as well in the preceding modules. And then I'll be your affiliate manager, so I'll help you out with what offers are working really well in the network. And then of course you can answer I can answer your questions to the best of my ability. There's, I think, a lot of opportunity here. Not to mention, just getting on Paulo is not easy anymore. So, if you feel like you want to start off with a good hand of cards, then start off with a good network. This is a good way of getting into a good network, working with me as your affiliate manager, finding those offers. And then, we're so excited to, like, what we want to do is we want to really start rewarding those publishers that do really well, again, with like private offers. I'm running some private offers, like this eating disorder website or this eating disorder campaign. You're just not going to see this because it's not made available to the public. This is a raw campaign. And I just got it going, and we're just starting to work on this right now. So right now I'm getting crushed, but that's part of the business. And I expect to have this thing profitable probably in the next, hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weeks, as I slowly start to figure out what's working and I start to peel back what's not working. And I'll show you how I do that in the course. Things to optimize off of, like cost per converted click. You should always be optimizing off of cost per converted click. Basically this is like, how much are you spending to make a conversion? Right now, binge eating disorder, I am spending way too much because the payout's only $26. It's crazy, right? But I have faith in this campaign. It's eventually gonna work as soon as I spend more time in optimizing it. This guy, it's getting better. I mean, it's at $37.50 right now, but I'll be breaking even here probably pretty soon. And I play it very small and conservative early on. I don't send it up. It's like there's going to be some settings that you want to set on these things when you're dialed in. You want to set from you want to go from like just running normal through the business day to like turning your campaign into like an accelerated, spend as much money as you can, because I think we have a good campaign. These are ideas for scaling down the road. I'll show you some good tricks for scaling, and then there's just some good stuff in the course that just kind of helps build. It's a good toolbox with some good ideas in there and good strategies, and I continuously add things to it and improve. And so if you think this is something that's going to benefit you, then I definitely recommend signing up and moving on. If you're serious about making your mark in this industry, if pay-per-call sounds like a thing you want to do for your future, then I definitely feel like some specialized training, some access to a good network, a good affiliate manager, is just going to help accelerate your growth here. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this a little bit useful. There's some insights here that I think can help. One thing, I'm just going to bust out a couple of details. I go into detail using Google AdWords Editor, and I prefer to build out these single keyword ad groups to start. And I show you how to do that. I've got tools to help you make your life easier when you work with AdWords Editor and building out like large single keyword ad group campaigns. We're talking about campaigns with like thousands of keywords in it, dynamic keyword insertion ads. So so there's congruency with the ad to the keyword, tips and tricks on phrase and exact matching and how to get a better click-through rate. I even have a video in there on how to get a quality score at 10 out of 10. Because I started dialing in some 10 out of 10 quality score campaigns, and my traffic prices just went, almost, it was like unheard of. I'd never experienced sub-dollar clicks before on Google AdWords, and that's where you're really going to make tons of, well, I wouldn't say tons of money, but man, if you can dial in some cheap traffic keywords that convert well, and the buyers are happy, you're in business, man. So I'll show you how to do some of that. There's a lot here. If you have any questions, also reach out. Let me know. You can email me, and I'll answer your questions. So looking forward to seeing you on the other side. We're constantly improving. I'm always looking at ways of like trying to. You wouldn't believe how many times I've redone Module 1. Yeah, because I keep changing. I keep growing in this industry, and I keep looking at ways of improving and just trying to refine the content and make it better. And I'm moving into the other modules too, and trying to clean those up as well as I learn new things, talk to more people, do more training. Because I buy training too. I'm constantly working with other people that are way better than me, so I can get better. Because that's the way the business works. That's the way life works. You're the average of the 5 people you hang around with. So with that being said, good luck. And, it really comes down to how hungry you are, right? How hungry are you? Do you really want to make this work or don't you? Because it does take some work. And I'm here to help you, but you got to meet me halfway. So looking forward to seeing you on the other side. Take care. I'm Gene Morris. Pay-per-call blueprint guy and Paulo Media Group affiliate manager. So take care.